Welcome to the Viscom booth here at Electronica Productronica India. I'm delighted to be joined by Guido Bonnerman. Nice to see you, Guido.
Yes, hello Trevor, nice to see you.
Yeah, so last time we saw you, you were in China, but of course India is a big growing part of your territory now. So tell us a little bit about the market for the Viscom products down here in India.
Yeah, so India is really growing more and more importance for us, and we opened our own subsidiary here last year, and we are now having 11 engineers in India to support our local customers, and we see definitely a big growth here in India.
Yes.
Of course, China is still an important market for us, but India is catching up. We see lots of high-end customers coming in. Automotive, aerospace, medical, which is really catering just to our machines, and they value good qualities that they know from other parts of the world.
Right. Well, you're very much known, of course, across the world for being the automotive inspection company.
Yeah.
What are the specific benefits for having your own footprint here in India as opposed to working through distribution?
Yeah, in fact, this was really one of the things we recognized by setting up our own office. We opened many new accounts. Reason is before all Indian customers had to buy through Singapore, which was always a hassle. So we had the spare parts in Singapore. Yeah. Now we have our own engineers here. We have spare parts here. We have a training center here. We have demo machines here, so we can really show the customers the benefit of investing more into an inspection machine. We have spare parts here. The customer can buy the machines in Indian rupees. Yeah. And one really good thing is if you go through a distributor, what we did before, you have engineers who know a little bit of pick and place, a little bit of AOI, a little bit of...
But they don't have the in-depth knowledge or how to fine-tune the machine to get the best out of it. Yeah.
Yes, correct. And most of our engineers are with us for around 10 years. So it means they are not new, even they are new in the Viscom India, but they are not new to Viscom. They are working with us for 10, 15 years. Right. They know the machines and the customer know them. And it's good that they now under our roof of Viscom and can support the customer locally with all their skills, spare parts,
Right. So you have quite a big spare parts inventory here as well then?
Yes, we have in Bangalore, we have the full range of spare parts. So they are now exactly identical to what we have in Singapore and in China. So the whole spare parts, the training center, the demo machines, it's all, it's a fully functional subsidiary here in India now. Right.
Machine building is still done, of course, back in Germany. What's the lead time at the moment for getting machines into India?
We have defined actually in Asia 3 type of standard machines, so which we are buying from Viscom Singapore to put it on stock, and from there we can ship it immediately, more or less.
Oh, wow.
Of course, this must be a very standard machine. Other from that, if it's a little bit customized, we're talking about 12 to 16 weeks.
Right.
But we also have bridging machines here, so if it's really urgent that the customer needs a machine immediately, we can ship out the bridging machines from our office here. One of additional benefit of having our own subsidiary now here.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, great. So you're seeing the market's obviously growing very quickly over here. What other new applications do you see coming through? I mean, it's principally been a cell phone market and sort of industrial automation a bit, but what other, are you seeing the medical side growing, for example? I mean, there's been recent announcements by the Indian government of huge investment into that area.
Yeah, I mean, even in Singapore, our core markets are still the same markets that we cater all over the world. Yeah. It's definitely automotive, it's aerospace, so we see really lots of aerospace companies coming up here, little high-end EMS companies that cater to one certain field, cockpit controls, for example, or general aerospace. Right. Automotive, of course, is very important. So we see lots of European car makers or American car makers move here, joint ventures with Japanese. And of course, Tata, for example, we just got our first order from Tata, which is then the local market. Yeah. Medical, we also see, but for us, we see more the aerospace and automotive currently. Semiconductor is an interesting field.
Yes.
So last year, they basically started the semiconductor campaign here to be independent by, I'm sure, like 2029. And we are part of this one. So these are the fields where we see really big growth here in India.
Excellent, excellent. Well, we look forward to watching and following your growth here, Guido, and I want to thank you for joining us and talking to us about it today.
Yeah, my pleasure, Trevor. Thank you very much.